Rahim. A very good morning to all the participants. Your Excellency, Ambassador Gale, I hope I'm audible to you.
Yes.
Okay. And Laurent, thank you for joining us from Islamabad. Uh, we are honored that His Excellency was able to take some time out. He was supposed to be here in person, but unfortunately, as you know, uh, we are living in some very unpredictable times. So he had to postpone his visit, but he was kind enough to join all of us and at least interact with us through a video link. So for that, I'm very grateful to you, Your Excellency. Thank you for your presence and for your participation in the annual general meeting of Pakistan-France Business Alliance. With that, also, I'm also very grateful to the Honorable Council General, Mr. Alexi Chakraborty, who is here in person and gracing us with his witnessing this AGM with the members. So as the members arrive, because I do understand the time is valuable for all of us. We're all business people, and we'd rather be spending our time in more productive activities than just networking. Although this is something that helps the business a lot. And we come together once a year in this annual general meeting. So, in my opinion, this is time well spent, but still, I'm cognizant of the fact because yesterday we saw some disturbance in the city in terms of the traffic blockage. So, we also face these unpredictable situations in the city and around the country as well. So we would not keep you here more than you need to be, so that we can all go back and attend to our other business commitments. My special gratitude, along with the other members, the honorable members who are here with us in person, but my special gratitude to Mr. Babar from Ipsos, who has joined us from Islamabad. He's here with us in person, and Mr. Aurelian from Thales, who's also was kind enough to accept our invite and make himself present at this occasion in person. So sincere gratitude to both the gentlemen for your presence here with us. So with that, I would like to just share a few of my thoughts or the vision, if you may call it, around where we want to take the PFBA from where it is today. And there is proactive discussion at the board level, and I thought it's a good opportunity for me to share these thoughts or the vision or the plan as to where we're headed with the larger audience, to seek your feedback, your comments, so that we could incorporate the same. Uh, if we could display that as well. So as we the new executive committee of PFBA took over the helm of affairs at the start of this year or end of Q1, I believe. We are, along with constituting the new board, we also thought there is a need to engage with our members and to show them the vision and the activities that we would like to execute from here onwards for the next 2 to 3 years. So as part of that, uh, first thing that we conducted was the member survey. So we really wanted to, it's more of an attempt to have an engagement with our members. I hope that all of you received that email with the link and did share your feedback in terms of what do you expect from the organization. Where do you want to see the organization going? We did receive some healthy responses from the members who did fill the online survey for us, and it was to our surprise in a pleasant way. The feedback that we received was very much in line with what we want to achieve as an organization and where do we want to take the organization alongside our members. So I will elaborate a little bit on that, as I move forward. The second part of that was that brand development. How do we make PFBA more relevant? How do we enhance the brand of PFBA amongst the business community? And there are multiple These are just very high level pointers, but there are detailed plans under each of these categories that we're putting in place. There are plans, there are activities, there are initiatives that we would be driving. But we believe that, PFBA requires some effort in terms of rebranding, in terms of how we are seen in the market, how are we seen in the business community, how are we seen in the government circles, and where does our input lie? And in that regard, I'm very grateful to His Excellency, Mr. Ambassador Gale, for his support and endorsing that vision and supporting us on this journey, along with Laurent as well, and our local counterpart, Honorable Counsel General, who is proactively supporting us in driving these initiatives where we enhance the brand image of PA amongst the business community. As we reiterated in the last annual general meeting, there are three strategic pillars that we have identified for PFBA to move forward with. One is to increase the business to business connectivity. How do we increase trade between the two nations, between the companies based in Pakistan, between the companies based in France, and how do we create that business connection, whether it is through online interaction, whether it is through inviting business delegations from France, or taking, as Ashraf was pointing out, that we need to take, some of the other chambers, how they are promoting this is we take business delegation from Pakistan. So those are some of the activities on the business side. The second pillar of our strategy is to increase the cultural exchanges. How do we bring the people of two countries closer to each other? Because there are a lot of similarities when we talk about the culture, whether it's cuisine, whether it's music, whether it's fashion. I believe there are a lot of synergies that we can draw between the two countries and the people of two countries. And the third is the academic exchanges. How do we promote more of an academic interaction between the people of Pakistan and the institutions, some very renowned ones in France, for our student community or for our skilled population to be further taking it to the next level and benefiting from each other's knowledge and technology and the exposure that they would get. So those were, the high level, and we are these 7 points that we have agreed, which constitute the vision of BA to some extent, encompasses around these three strategic pillars. Third is, sustainability of the financial sustainability of PFBA, for which I am very grateful to many of our members who have stepped up and contributed generously to some of the events that we organize through their sponsorships. I'm also grateful to the office bearers of PFBA for driving the membership drive in terms of recruiting new members. And this is all, and also identified some other revenue generating opportunities, whether it's through networking dinners, whether it's through business to business interactions where we come together, we meet, we not only exchange ideas on the business, but it's a good opportunity to also meet each other on a frequent basis. And all of this is possible if PFBA is financially sustainable in terms of organizing, because all these things cost money. Taking the delegations, inviting delegations, hosting them, hosting events, arranging corporate dinners or networking opportunities. So all this, obviously is not possible unless we have a financial balance sheet with us. So that is something we are very we are very focused on and cognizant about, and this is something we will continue to drive so that we improve the financial. And our honorable director Rahim Saab will share the financial picture with us as well. The fourth is that how do we expand the footprint of PFBA into other cities? So we have identified four cities. Karachi is, where we are, and we have good participation and good membership here. But we also want to, then we thought there is a need that our presence need to be felt in Lahore, in Islamabad, and in Sialkot, at least in this first phase. So I'm very happy that some of our honorable directors took the charge of that, and they will be organizing similar events or driving activities in these other cities, Lahore, Islamabad, and Sialkot, for the business community to come together in those, because we do have, as we all know, that there is a strong industrial base in Sialkot, in Faisalabad, and Lahore, and we need to, PFBA needs to have its presence felt in those areas or in those cities as well. So that's something. There is what we call them as PFBA's local chapters in those cities, and there will be. So if any of the members here they want to go and interact with businesses in Lahore, the PFBA Lahore chapter or the Islamabad chapter or the Sialkot chapter would be happy to facilitate those kind of discussions and build those kind of interactions. Um, the fifth on our vision roadmap is developing close liaison with the government. So when it comes time to drafting a new budget, I believe that PFBA needs to have its voice heard at the government level, especially at the Ministry of Finance, because as businesses, we all face, then we are at the receiving end of what the government decides in their budgetary approvals, may it be taxes, may it be corporate taxes, or would it be exemptions. So we feel that, as PFBA, we need to put our point of view forward. And this we will organize not only at a federal level. And here again, I'm very grateful to His Excellency the Ambassador, who is facilitating all of this, because he already is in close contact with the key government officials at the ministry level, ministers, prime minister, finance, industry, energy, and power. So we also, we alongside the ambassador and his efforts, we would like PFBA to also have its presence, in those meetings, in those discussions, so that our voice and our point of view becomes relevant for the government. At the end of the day, the trade volume between the two countries is almost close to 2 billion euros, and France is one of probably the few countries where we have a trade plus. So we're exporting more into France and importing less. But I think at some point we need to all strive to balance this equation, so that French businesses also benefit from our uh, large population, the opportunities that we have in this country for the youth, for the businesses, and there is more exchange and collaboration on the knowledge, on the technology transfer, on building profitable businesses on both sides of the border. Uh, the sixth one is what we as PFBA would like to drive is build some sort of intellectual capability within the organization. So what I mean by that is that we would be indulging in some research activities. A lot of the time, businesses require some research, whether it's market studies or market data, or we felt that, as the office bearers of PFBA, our staff needs to continuously work on that and collecting that data, so that it could be shared with the multiple entities or our esteemed members from time to time, as and when they require it. This also helps the businesses in France who are currently not in Pakistan, but they are exploring opportunities to go into new territories, to explore new avenues. And Pakistan is a big market for many of the investors from outside. So this kind of data, around government policies, around, how to establish an office, who are the regulatory bodies that they would have to engage with, from SECP to FPR, and at the provincial level. So this is something we would be this intellectual capital we would be building slowly and gradually inside PFBA. so that our members can benefit from it as and when they require, or if they, if they require some input in terms of how to conduct business in France from a legal and a regulatory perspective, then this should be the first stop shop for them to reach out to PFBA and request this kind of an input. Uh, Last but not the least is also to build some regional and global alliances. So we are, as you may, most of you may be aware of, we are already part of the CCI France, the chamber in France, the business chamber in France. We also now have close liaison with CCI UAE. So there are a lot of French companies who are very active in UAE and doing some fantastic work there and have very close access to Pakistan market, but they're not present here. So we thought building this alliance with the UAE chapter would help again our business, because this is something very close to home. And most of the direct French companies who are operating in Pakistan have their regional headquarters in most cases out of Dubai. So there is opportunity for other French companies also to explore and to develop partnerships or JVs or explore opportunities. Similarly, another country where we are building this alliance is with Vietnam, because there are a lot of similarities, especially in the manufacturing space. So we believe there could be a lot of learning between, and there could be a lot of connections that we can explore between these two chambers in UAE and in Vietnam. So these are some of the initiatives that we would be driving. My request to all the honorable members are that please do step up. PFBA belongs to all of us. It's just not, we have a term as per the regulatory guideline. We are here for a couple of years, but then the others need to, take the leadership role in PFBA and take the organization forward. So I encourage all of you, and through you, the other members who you come in contact with, please do step up. Please do share your ideas. Please do participate in the affairs of. It is a forum that's available to all of us, and we need to make the most of it in terms of driving the business benefit, driving the cultural exchanges, driving the academic exchanges, or the research that we may share with each other. With that, I would like to conclude and request that please do share your ideas, do participate. We have Muhammad Ali, who's the office bearer in PFBA, and we have Fadia and Awais. They're all here. They are 100% dedicated as the office bearers of PFBA, and are always available through emails, through phones. Even if you like to have any face-to-face interactions, I would strongly encourage for our members to please do step up. I know for as His Excellency the Ambassador has pointed it out to me many times, that for many years PFB has been a sleeping organization. And I think now the onus is on all of us, that how do we make it a more vibrant organization? How do we make it a more proactive, I won't even say active, but proactive organization, stay ahead of the curve? And this can only be done once all the members come forward and share your ideas, share your thoughts, your feedback, your comments, and participate in how we conduct the affairs of PAPA. With that, I like to thank once again all of you for your participation. We will have Q&As, and there is some time slot available towards the end for the comments and other exchanges. But for now, I think I'd like to invite Rahim Saab to come and share the financial picture and the accounts of PFPA. Thank you so much.